Last year, just before COVID, the board of IIT Madras Incubation Cell, IIT Madras Research Park, and Rural Technology and Business Incubator met together. We had just completed 10 years of IIT Madras Research Park. Incubation Cell was slightly less, RTPI was a little more. We reviewed our performance. We had started the research park with kind of an equity of almost 100 crore rupees coming from government and alumni, and we had borrowed funds. We spent 500 crore rupees to build this campus. We had by and large returned the borrowed money, and we are cash positive to the extent of 35 crore rupees per year. Our incubator was doing very well. Today it has 240 companies, 11,000 crore rupees total value. We ourselves had fairly significant amount of cash coming in by sale of equity and of course grants and donations. The board consisting of almost who is who, led by M. Murgappan, Preskopala Krishnan, Mohan Pai, all of them kind of felt that the achievement has been far better than what they had expected. But then they threw a challenge, saying, what do we do over the next 10 years? They told us that since you people are capable of doing far more than what any of us anticipate, come up with a program which can, to some extent, blow the mind of the board, which makes a huge impact in the country. The country stands up in the international era. They said, call it a 10x and achieve this by 2030. We came back, spent much of the first COVID time in trying to figure out what we can do. And then there was a subcommittee that we started interacting. And we did come up with impossible 10x tasks. It was a 5-point program. One part was more internal to IIT Madras. But the 4 parts were something that which could make a huge difference to the country. The first of this program called R&D to scaled commercialization. The background was that there are very few R&D in India, done primarily in India, which results into a scaled commercialization. India is a large market, and yet there are not many products where development is done in India scales to 1,000 crore rupees revenue per year. And therefore this was the first program. The board told us, take 30 products, maybe even 50 products, and scale to 1,000 crore rupees revenue per year over the next 10 years. The second program was equally challenging. The board asked us, yes, you have done well in incubations. How many incubations do you do? We said 40, 45 per year. They said do 1,000 incubations per year. How do you do 1,000 incubations? This time you go and partner with 50 to 70 to maybe even 100 institutions in tier 2, tier 3 colleges, engineering colleges and other colleges. Make them your true partner. Nurture people from there. Remember that we produce 1 million engineering students every year, graduates every year. There are others in other fields. Get them to get incubated in these places. Help set up the incubations. And as they start maturing, bring them here and do joint incubations with them and get to 1,000 per year. And make them as successful as we have done in the past. Again, something that threw us back as impossible, but that's what the challenge was. 1,000 incubations per year by 2030. Program number 3, or the 10x goal number 3, came from a very different perspective. One of the board members was discussing with us that in Indian industry, in any large industry, how many people will be there who are technically among the top 1% in the world? When we talk to different people, we found very few, negligible. When we produce 1 million engineering graduates, why does industry not get the people who are the best in the world, top 1%? And they said, well, now your research park needs to fix this. Amongst us today, we take 1,200 fresh engineers, our centers, our R&D companies, our startups, and the projects at IIT. It takes about 1,000 to 1,200 youngsters, freshly graduated youngsters every year. It will grow to 2,000 to 2,500. They told us, make 500 of them per year to reach top 1% in the world. Do whatever is required. They have to become the top 1%. Again, we had no idea how to go about doing it. Looks impossible. And they said, do it. If you do it at that scale, most of them will stay in India and will make a difference over the next 10 years. The fourth goal started with a question: in how many technology area we will be considered to be amongst the best, amongst the top 5? We struggled to give answer. We say, yes, IT-based services, we will be amongst the top 5, yes. What is the second area? There was a silence. And the fourth challenge that was put to us, therefore, that by 2030, take lead in 5 areas from here, from Research Park. Leveraging IIT Madras' strength, leveraging any other relationship, and take India to be the best in the world in 5 different areas. One of the first areas that was selected, get India to move towards 100% renewable energy. Let it be recognized by 2030 that India is amongst the top 5. Select 4 other areas based on the strengths that you have at IIT Madras and IIT Madras Research Park, and take India to the top 5. These were the 10x goals. These 4 and 1 internal goal involving how much IIT Madras and Research Park work together. All impossible. All we had very little clue to begin with what to do. And we are told, do or die, achieve them by 2030. That will change India, and that is what IIT Madras Research Park is supposed to do. Thank you.